What's up guys, I got a 2016 Barina today with a crank no start. Hi, how are you? Okay, go for it. And stop. I've just confirmed at this point that there is no injection pulse. And that we have no power also going to the ignition control module. With a wiring diagram pulled up, I confirmed the same fuse that powers up the injectors also powers up the ignition control module. I checked the fuse, it was blown, so I knew somewhere in the system there was a short to ground causing excessive current flow, blowing the fuse. Okay, so with the PCM disconnected, this test light is still lighting, which tells me that we have a short to ground in this harness. So somewhere in this harness we got a short to ground that I gotta find. So I've found out that the ignition coil is what caused the short in the system, the short to ground. So when I put the new one in, there was no more short to ground, the fuse was not blowing, injectors were working now, but unfortunately the ignition coil is not being controlled by the PCM, and that's because the previous coil that failed and had an internal short to ground actually destroyed the driver inside the PCM that controls the coils. So right now when I crank this over, I should see that flickering, but it's not flickering because the PCM isn't controlling it anymore. Go for it.
Yep.
That'll do. So that's just, the light goes a bit dim because it drops a bit of battery voltage, but it should actually pulsate on and off to indicate that there is control from the PCM. So we'll put up a new PCM and program and go from there. After getting approval from the customer, I got a new PCM, and at this point here, I am programming it so all the data from the old PCM gets transferred onto the new one, so it's a plug and play at this point. Alright guys, that's a wrap. New PCM installed, ignition control is back and the car's running properly again. I'll catch you on the next one.